We are live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Agent Outreach Live. We are so excited to spend today with you. We've got some surprises. We've got some things we're going to go through, kind of setting some ground rules. But we are thankful to be here again this week. I am Ryan Zolin. I do a lot of deals out in Arizona. We do deals virtually in Florida. We primarily get our deals from the MLS and working with agents. So that's why I'm here today on the show, is bringing awareness to the strategy and breaking down all the different ways as to why you should be able to do this too, especially if you haven't gotten your first deal yet. I have an amazing co-host, Landry Morby. Landry, give people some background. Maybe it's their first time watching. Who is Landry? What can they expect on the show? Let's jump into it. We got you on mute. There you are.
You guys hear a really bad echo? It's terrible. Do you hear it?
No, we don't hear it.
Okay.
Might just be on your end.
You hear it now? Oh my
If you're
gosh,
watching the show, do you guys hear an echo? Let's make sure.
I don't know. I shouldn't have it up, but I'm going to try to just, I'm just going to turn this down and then I'll figure it out when you kind of take it over here. But
cool.
I did hear what you said, just echoing crazy on my end for some reason. So
I think it's just on Landry's end.
But I'm Landry Morby. I work with Batch Service. I'm the community manager. I get it. It's just a ton of fun to hop on every single week with Ryan to break down all of the amazing features. Agent outreach is so cool just because I've seen so many people start utilizing it in their business that, weren't agents before, or agents that are, building those relationships with investors now in the community. So I love this stuff. If any of you guys have been to challenges or webinars that I do, you know that I'm like crazy about systems. I'm definitely an integrator. So I like to come in and show you guys how to use the tools.
For sure.
Here, let me get this up too.
And
we're the reason that you guys a ton, which is unfortunate. We have to have a lot of things blurred on or for YouTube. But if you guys get into Ryan's Discord or the Batch community, you guys will see everything clear, not blurred, and see really how to do everything. So let me share this to give you guys kind of an idea of what agent outreach is and what we're kind of breaking down in Batch leads. And Ryan, if you want to pop this up in just a little bit, no rush. And I'll kind of just break it down for people because it's so limited. But what we're doing today is pulling up agents in Nashville. And this is kind of what it looks like within the Batch leads. Once again, if you guys the community, I'll drop the link here for you in a second. And then you can get in there and see how it actually works and how we're pulling this list of agents within like 3 seconds. And then we just kind of go down the line and call them because we get all their phone numbers with just a couple clicks. So pretty cool stuff. I've been really liking breaking this down for everybody.
For sure. Landry, can you hear me with audio wise? Are you all good?
Wait, say that again, Ryan.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Cool. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I can hear you. You take it away for a second. I'm going to go and look at where it's happening.
You got it. So just a quick little background for everybody. The reason we use Batch leads for this is because the background on it was that I've been talking to Batch for a while. I'm super close with Jesse and I love all of the Batch service members. And what we were trying to figure out was that middle ground. In the investor world, there's a lot of different ways to skin a cat, from traditional fix and flipping, traditional real estate for that matter. You could buy and hold, which then goes down to, is this short term? Is this long term? There's obviously creative finance. There's development play, private money lending. There's a million different ways to make money in real estate is my overall goal here to break down for you guys. Now, when we start talking about what do I do to get started, that's kind of where I feel like I come into play. If you're first getting started with real estate investing, the best barrier of entry is wholesaling. So if wholesaling is the best barrier of entry, the next best thing to understand is that it costs an arm and a leg to typically wholesale. This is through direct to seller. This is marketing. This is pulling leads, skip tracing. You might even have VAs doing it for you. And not that those strategies are bad, but if you're first getting started and you're not trying to break the bank, that was me, I would recommend looking to agent outreach and MLS deals. The reason being is that it doesn't cost you anything every single month. Now, if you're a realtor and you're already paying for the MLS, you're probably leaving money on the table if you're not wholesaling. Now, there's ethical ways of doing this. There's unethical ways of doing it. What we teach here is how to do this the right way. Our goal is really to be the blueprint to show you guys how you can make these calls too, which kind of leads to one of the first surprises today. We've got a guest coming up. He is part of our community. He is an agent investors. He's actually making calls every single morning inside of our Discord community for free. So if you're trying to get started and you don't want to go spend money on education, we have a community for you guys to be able to go out there and do the same. I'm super excited to bring him up. His name is Nav. He is based in I think it's New York, and he's doing deals virtually. So today we're actually going to be calling Nashville. Without further ado, let's bring him up. What's going on, Nav?
What's up?
Yo, man, what's going on, gang?
Let's go. What's up, bro? I'm glad to hear audio is all fixed. You guys know it's tech. I mean, I just sit up here and look pretty. I mean, I want you guys to understand that we are trying to grow this show, and obviously there's going to be growing pains. One of the things we want to talk about today with Nav is that I can go and make calls, and I've shown you guys that for a few weeks, but can you guys? I know for a fact Nav can. I don't know if I've seen him do it yet in Nashville, but I'm very excited to pull him up today. Nav, give everybody a quick little overview, rundown. Who is Nav? What's your experience? What do you got going on? Why agent outreach?
First off, this is so awesome that you guys even thought of doing this. So I'm like a little schoolgirl right now. Like I'm getting inside. I'm very thankful and appreciative of this. I love both of you to death. You know that, hopefully. So guys, 20 years in sales, based out of Brooklyn. Now I'm in Long Island, virtually doing work out in Florida. And why agent outreach? It just makes sense to me. The way Ryan coaches and preaches about in Landry too, where if we can use the one-to-many option in terms of our lead gen and filling the top of our funnel, if we think of it as a sales pipeline, it's the best leverage of anybody's time. Granted, if you work on that skill set of knowing the why, how, what of cold calling and outbound marketing, right? So to me, it's the best use of time to fill up the pipeline, plus to building relationships for a long time with realtors. And now I'm starting to see the drip happening where so-and-so remembers our conversation. I follow up after 2 or 3 times. And what do you know something, Landry? Boom, they hit you with an address. And you just got to prime the pump. So if you're willing to kind of go through the learning pains, get the feedback, the coaching, accountability from these 2 folks on the screen next to me, guys have, I mean, honestly, have no excuses, but just do the friggin' work, take the coaching and keep improving, you know?
And Nav, where are you based? It's New York, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're in New York. What's your market?
Tampa, Florida.
Tampa, Florida. So you're doing this.
Yeah.
You live here. You're doing deals down here.
Yeah.
How many agents are you calling in a day? Like, what does that kind of look like?
Yeah. If I look at my metric sheet, today we wrapped up with 28 conversations, but it took us about 57 dials to get there.
57 dials. Okay. So that's a lot of phone calls being made, but you're finding success. So what exactly, what does this look like now? Is this you by yourself? Do you have a team behind you? Obviously, I know that you're inside our community. You're making a bunch of calls, but like, what does that look like?
So we have an amazing VA. He's more of a partner, honestly, than a VA out of Mexico. So he handles pretty much all of the administrative work on the back end with our pipeline management, make sure the metrics are on point, and he vets potential opportunities so that I only put my time in when they pass the soft vet to do the full comp to make an offer and work that part of the pipeline. So that's where we're at with that. Yeah.
Beautiful. And also too, I mean, obviously you're our first guest on here, but we just want to say thank you because I mean, dude, I see you even behind the scenes. Like I keep mentioning the Discord, but Nav is literally in there every single morning. He's kind of leading from the front. We've got Patrick Conley as well helping. Our whole goal is really to show you guys that community is truly collaboration. Like we can actually go out there and accomplish a lot more together. And even if you are day one, first phone call ever, congrats. We're happy you're here. If you are experienced veteran, maybe you've done a bunch of deals, but are trying to figure out if agent outreach is for you, our goal is to have people be a fly on the wall. So from this show to being able to be in a community to even having the Slack ability that they have for Batch, the whole goal for you to understand is that you could find that supporting base around you. So now I want to give you a huge shout out. Thank you so much for leading from the front and being an example. And also, you kind of deserve this, bro. I mean, we appreciate you and we're excited to give you the floor here. I want to see how you can make some calls to some agents. There's obviously 2 different styles. I've heard you do it before. And so I love your anxiousness, your excitement, your Boston, New York style East Coast swagger.
Tyler, you can't put Boston, New York in the same sentence, dude.
Okay, East Coast. To us on the West Coast mentality, we got the East Coast, we got the West Coast. So we'll give it, New York. We'll get your New York swagger out there, but I'm excited to see how you rock and roll on some phone calls, man.
Yeah, I'm excited too for everybody to, because Nav's also in the Batch community. And last Thursday, you made an awesome call to an agent. We told him to put out some words in the call. It was great. The agent loved it. So.
For sure. And I see Jerry's comment, red flag. My bad. Boston, New York rivalry. I get it. It's like Chicago, Wisconsin for me. We get it. My bad. Now I just sent over a list of realtors. These are people that we pulled the list from Batch Leads agent outreach section on the left-hand side. We were able to filter it down Landry, what was the filtering on this list today?
So far, I know it's repetitive, guys, but the money list for these agents that we're having conversations with is 3 active and then 3 sold in the past 6 months. So
and there we go.
Chad, you know I never liked you, Chad. We all know you're a closet Astros fan. Okay, leave me alone, bro.
That's
Love
so
you,
funny.
man.
We got the dumpsters there.
Keep banging on the dumpster, you cheater. Love you, Chad.
And also too, while I sent you over that list, you're getting ready to go. I just wanted to give you some love here from the comments. Got Adrian, we got Jerry, we got Lana. Look at that. What's up, everybody? If you're finding value in the show, let us know in the comments. We appreciate you, and we couldn't do this without you guys. All right, Nav, how we feeling? You ready? Oh, yeah, we can't hear you.
Oh, wait, you're muted or something.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, man, I think I got to disconnect the mic from the phone or you can't hear the call. All right, I'm going to dial this first one. Just let me know if you hear the dial, if anything. Cool?
Is it dialing?
Mm-mm.
I can't hear it. No. Mm-mm. Are you on your
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah. I think I know what's happening. So my mic is connected through the browser.
Okay. Are you able to call just directly from your phone on the like keypad?
That's what I just did, but then you guys couldn't hear me.
He's going to try joining back, I think.
Okay.
But in the meantime, let me go ahead and start on that list. Our whole goal, again, while we say transparency, it's to really show you guys that these phone calls don't really need to have anything special behind it. Not to like say anything bad about the strategy, but the reason most people are attracted to it outside of the fact that you don't have to spend money on marketing is because the conversations are generally a little bit easier. You're not often going to get told to pound sand from a realtor. You're not going to get told any other thing other than a limiting belief that there are no deals out there available. So the reason that people go to agent outreach is because the barrier of entry is very, very, very easy. So if you just understand that going into it, the conversation shouldn't be too hard. Now it's just a matter of finding your style. And this could be aggressive. This could be finding a sales tactic. This could be going and trying to mirror their tone and what they're saying back. There's a million different ways to even do this. My strategy kind of depends on the relationship I have with the realtor. If it's someone I could go out there and match their tone while they're very sharp with it, they're aggressive, they're just kind of like a get shit done mentality, I can match that. If they're soft spoken, maybe older, maybe have been doing this for a while, aren't familiar with investor work, that's okay too. The whole goal is to show you guys that from all different varieties of speakers to myself, like Nav, a few other people that we're going to bring up. If you guys want to be a part of this, let us know. Our goal is to show you that all the different styles can lead to you finding success in this strategy. Once you're able to make some money in wholesale, then the floodgates open. Then it leads to other ventures. So I think we got Nav back. Let's test it out.
Okay, cool.
Okay, mic check.
Mic check.
Wait,
All good.
we hear you.
Okay, good. All right, my bad, guys. Okay.
No, you're good, bro.
This is Nashville, right?
Nashville, yes, sir.
All right, let's roll. Who we got here? Aaron?
Yep.
Okay.
We got, let me see, the first one I sent over. Yep, we got Aaron. Yep, I can't say. And unfortunately, the reason we're doing it this way, guys, just so you guys remember.
Oh, that's voicemail. My bad, dude.
You're good. No, the reason we go through it like this is to show you guys that we could still make the calls from our phone, but YouTube doesn't allow us to show you guys the phone numbers, doesn't allow us to show first and last name or any information regarding them. Even though it's public, we can't do that. So we have to go in and do it this way instead. So we appreciate you guys with patience and bearing with us, but we're doing it the old school way.
All right, Aaron's at an appointment, so she wants to call back.
Cool. Let's just make our way down the list.
Yep.
Have you done a deal in Nashville before, or is this a brand new market?
Brand new, dude. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Let's see how you rock and roll.
Yeah, man. Hopefully New York and Nashville gets along. You can hear the dial tone?
Yes, sir. We got you.
Let's go, baby.
This is Nathan.
Hey, Nathan. This is Nav. Just saw your Realtor.com profile and Wanted to give you a buzz to see if you could help me land a couple of deals in the next couple of weeks, Nathan.
No, sir, I wouldn't be the one for you, but I appreciate you calling.
Who would be the one for me, Nathan?
I don't know, man.
Come on, man. You got to help a brother out, baby. You got some high recommendations here, else I wouldn't have bothered. You seem like you come across very highly recommended, Nate.
Oh, I've not taken on anything new right now, but I do appreciate you calling.
Cool. Hey, before you hop and drop this, do you have anybody in your network you might be able to refer if you get to know me a little bit better? If not, I totally understand.
No, I don't have. I'm a real small company, and
okay.
You know, we just. You know, we're not looking for anything right now. You can Google any Blue Ridge real estate agent, and I'm sure they'd be more than happy to hop on board with you there.
Sweet. Appreciate you, Nathan. I'll do just that, bud.
Yes, sir. Jesus loves you.
Yeah, I mean, same right back at you, baby. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't expect you to say that at the end, dude. That was like
so
way
funny.
out of whack. Okay. I don't know what just happened there at the end.
That's so funny. No, dude, you're good. And it's funny because like when you go and you position yourself like that, what we always talk about in like Discord and stuff is that we're not leaving any stone left unturned. And I think you did exactly that. You asked him the same thing 3 times. That's beautiful. The whole goal there was that at the end, he would have been like, oh, you know what? I know so-and-so, or this person's a recommendation, or here's my brokerage line. So I applaud you for the attempt. And quite frankly, the way that I always look at it is go for the no. In this case, are you going to go and submit 10 offers and get 10 deals? If you do, let me know. I will pay you whatever you want because I need to do the same. Most of the time, this is going to be a sales job. So if you can understand the percentages, what did you say earlier? You talked to how many dials? It was 57, 59?
Yeah.
And how many did you talk to?
26.
That's great numbers. Like, for real, great numbers. So let's jump to the next one.
Cool.
Let's keep it going. We're not getting Nav off until we have a good conversation here.
Hey, Ryan, just so you know, Jesus loves you, okay? I didn't expect that, dude. That threw me off at the end. All right, next up.
To each their own. Learned, honestly, I've had much crazier things said. So.
No, me too, dude. We can't say it on YouTube, obviously. So if Landry's going to kick me out of the batch community if I say anything. Oh. Okay. All right, here we go.
Danielle.
Shout out Tanner for introducing me to agent investors, by the way.
You've reached the voicemail of Daniel Helling with Village and the City Living Group.
Yeah, we're not leaving voicemails. I'm going to call you back.
We're just going for conversations today. We got money on the line.
Yeah. This is half the battle. Like, just...
This is Danielle.
Hey, Danielle. This is Nav. Just wanted to give you a buzz to see if you might be able to help me find my next property.
Yes. Can I call you right back, though?
And I have a meeting in 15 minutes. Can we do it within 15 or?
Yeah, 15 minutes would be good.
Sweet. I'll talk to you at 4:30 Eastern.
Okay, great.
Cool. All right. All right. So 4:30 with that one.
Beautiful.
Okay, this guy.
Just making a note of that too.
You may dial it now. To dial by name, press #1. For the directory listing, press #2. To listen to these using the telephone keypad, please begin spelling the first or last name of the person you wish to call. To listen to these choices again, press no names match the name you entered.
And Nav hit it right on the head too, guys. This is probably the biggest pain in the ass to this strategy. The only downfall when you're doing the first initial outreach is agents are just super busy and they don't answer their phones. They are with clients or sitting open houses or at the closing table. It's not that they're ignoring your phone call.
It's dialing right now. And I had to get through this myself a couple months back, Ryan and Landry, where like the mental block I had was, oh, what to say, what's going to happen, even though I've been cold calling, doing sales for 18 plus years now. And literally half the battle is just having a connection. And once it's there,
easy.
They need you. What's your infamous tagline, dude?
Which one?
You have so many, man. Shit.
No,
agents are looking for a client. Clients have to find
Oh, the hardest part of being an agent is to find a client. They're not going to yell at you. They're going to be very excited. If anything, what happens more often than getting yelled at is that you talk to a realtor that was about to hang up the cleats and walk away from this job because they didn't have any money left. So you're actually going to catch a realtor, and you, understanding value, you are going to be the saving grace. You are the person that's going to be able to get them back on whatever it is, the hustle of being a realtor. They're going to go out there and they're going to work harder for you than anybody else. That is more likely going to happen than you to get cussed out by a realtor. The hardest part of being them is to find a client. The hardest part of being the investor is to find the deal.
So good, man. Okay. All right.
I've just been doing it a minute.
Dude, I'm jacked up being here right now, guys. I don't know if you could tell. Okay. I can't keep it together right now. All right.
You're doing great. We're glad to have you.
Hey, Don.
Oh. Lucky for Friday. If you get this message during those hours, I'm tied up. I can't come to the phone. Call me later. Don't leave a message here. If you're calling,
Don Martin totally sounds like a Tennessee realtor.
This is Don Martin. Okay.
Yep. Small town guy for sure.
Okay. I can't match that, dude, and mirror that accent. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to slow down. I can't do that, man.
Are we on Timothy?
I'm calling Don again.
Don's got our deals, baby.
He's got to pick up. Now he's letting you ring. Right? It's funny how people work.
He's like, I'll show you.
646 area code. If anybody in the chat's from Tennessee, I love you, man. I'm just kidding. Okay.
I'm not from.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Another voice.
All right. He doesn't listen to voicemail, so there's that. All right,
I'm
Tim.
going to send you another list of people.
Cool.
Timothy now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Making notes for you in the background.
Oh, sweet. Just got him, Ryan.
What's up?
I just got the list.
With French King Properties. Please leave me a message and I'll call you back as soon as I can.
No, Tim, we're calling you back.
And I mean, it's like 4:30 out there, so it's probably like dinner time. If they're not at showings, they're not doing closings, it's okay. It's okay. We will find a realtor, and they've got a deal for us. Alan, I've got family in Tennessee. We love Tennessee people.
You've reached Tim King with French King.
I'm going to try to leave a hook for this guy, Ryan.
I'll call you back as soon as I can.
Let's do it.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Timothy, you came across very highly recommended in my network and was hoping you could help me land a couple of deals within the next 2 to 4 weeks. If so, I'd love to speak to you. I'm going to text you now, and let's get on the horn soon. Hope you're having a good one, Tim. Talk soon.
Love it. I love the style. I love the excitement. And you got to understand, too, you're always trying to leave not like too much information on the table, but you want to encourage the realtor to reach back out to you. So in this case, Nav, you set timeline expectations. You're looking for a deal 2 to 4 weeks. That creates urgency. And also, you recommended them by saying that they were highly referred. That's awesome. You're exciting them. So now they're like, let's go. What does this guy Nav want? Can I be his realtor? And then they're going to reach out to you. So at that point, I mean, Nav, you've got a buy box. You've got buyers lined up. Obviously, Nashville is a random market we're just throwing you into. But in Florida, where you regularly do this, you have us as a buyer. You have other people as buyers. You have a buyer's list and a buy box that you're telling the realtors to bring to you. So love it.
Thanks, man. Sweet.
Let's keep it going. We're going to find one today, and we're going to get a deal in Nashville. And also, we've got Patrick that we could help maybe JV the deal with us.
Yep.
Let's go.
Guys, if you're not on those morning calls with Pat Conley, myself, and a bunch of other killers, dude, you could really level your game up within a few days, like 100%. If you want real accountability and a place that's going to push you and you push them back and they don't take it personally because we're all in it together, You got to be in there, guys. Okay, we got to.
I like how you guys have created like a competition with it.
Yeah.
There's like a running leaderboard as to how many calls are made, how many pocket listings you're getting, what the dials are to actual answered phone calls. It's super cool to see the accountability done.
Yeah, and I'm not padding stats. Okay, contrary to regular popular belief, people think I'm padding my stats because I made it. That was just the first.
I'm not gonna lie. I've had to dock a few points from Nav. Some illegal activity stuff. I was like, hey, bro, flag on the play. Like, no. 4 dials. 4.
Terrible, man. Okay.
There you go. You got the guys calling you out. I love it. All right. We got somebody. Let's go. Who are we calling?
Angela.
We're getting one today.
Adam, go to hell, man. I love you. Okay. Can't stand Adam. Okay. Net positive. -5. That's funny.
So funny.
Hi, you've reached Angela Wright.
On to the next one. We're not leaving voicemails. We're done. We're done.
I can't believe that we're hitting so many voicemails usually.
So this is also what I gotta say. I mean, it's not that we're crapping on Tennessee. We just gotta make sure you guys know that Salt Lake City, every realtor there answers their phone. It's not anything personal. It's just that Tennessee's.
That was pretty crazy. Not gonna lie. That was.
I'm just going off the numbers. It's nothing personal. I love Tennessee. I just like the realtors apparently more in Salt Lake City.
They pick up in Florida too, by the way.
They do.
Yeah. All right.
This next one's gonna pick up.
Julie Johnson. Oh, we have that. Who was that call within 4 minutes? Danielle, right? We have to call her back.
Oh yeah, in 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Your call has been forwarded to an
I'm just saying this doesn't happen in Salt Lake City.
I'm starting to feel like this was a setup to get me here and just dial.
Yeah. Hey, now you want to play a game?
It was. Yeah, you found me out. I don't know how you figured that out, but
yeah. Landry actually told me before the show started, who should we pick on today? And I was like, I know just the guy.
I thought this was gonna be solid. Come on, we'll find somebody's in.
Landry, -10 points for you, Landry. Okay, we're gonna put you on that board. Okay, we're gonna give you -10.
Oh my gosh, come on.
The best part of it, honestly, is perspective. So, I mean, I don't want to say some days you win, some days you lose, but like perspective is knowing that, I mean, granted, we're like probably like 15 calls deep without an answer. Sometimes you just take swings and they are a miss, and it's okay. What we're looking for is just one. Can you imagine if we paid for these? One by one by one by one.
All right.
Well, I think Lacey's gonna be ready to answer the phone.
Lacey Newman.
Lacey.
She's related to Newman from Seinfeld, I heard.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, I'll say that on the call. You want to bet? Hey. Oh. Wait, let me call her back. I actually want to do that now.
That's so funny.
Lacey, I heard you were related to the guy on freaking Seinfeld, man. You a mailman?
No, you are such a freaking, like, I don't even know, bro. I don't know. I love it.
Lacey, you there?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. I was like, they rang once, then it dropped. Anyway, I got your Realtor.com profile in front of me and was hoping to see you might be able to help me land a deal to the next 2 to 4 weeks. Okay, that was pretty bad because we were talking. I think she heard us and she hung up on me.
Well, and also too, only feedback I will give in that case, I wouldn't say like, hey, I've got your Realtor.com profile pulled up. I would say, hey, is this Lacey? I'm sorry. I love how you used your line, by the way, of, hey, I called once and it dropped. Like,
yeah,
my bad. I just thought I'd call you right back. I think I accidentally hung up. Did I catch you at an okay time? Get permission to keep the conversation going and then start asking questions. This was a nugget I dropped the other day, but I think that it's extremely valuable that when you're first starting, you got to remember, like I said a minute ago, and I appreciate Nav teeing me up, of the hardest part of being a realtor is to find a client, but understand, do you think the client should have all the answers? Do you think the client should come in acting as if they know everything? Do you feel like the client walks all over the realtor? It happens sometimes, but those typically aren't the best transactions. Do you go to the dentist and tell the dentist how to clean your teeth, how to fix a cavity? how to do the root canal? No. You don't walk into somebody else's job and tell them how to do what they're supposed to. Now, being an educated buyer, completely different conversation. You know your rights, you know how to position yourself, you know how to really execute deals, especially at the highest level possible. Now, when you walk in with agent outreach, my preference is actually to sound a little lost. It's to sound confused. It's to try to be like, wait, who am I talking to again? I'm sorry. I'm trying to find a realtor. Are you one of those? Like, it seems like everyone's a unicorn in Nashville. Like, I thought I was gonna be able to find a realtor. You wouldn't believe it, Megan. Next phone call. You are the first person to answer me. I am legitimately just trying to find somebody that could help me with finding a property. I don't know what I'm doing. That's what I would actually challenge people to say. I don't know what I'm doing. Can you say that one time in an agent outreach call? Because if you do, it's not like an ego boost. It's not anything fueling the agent to be, aha, I got him. Some maybe, but I think for most of them, it's gonna be like, oh, finally, I get to help somebody, and they're not going to tell me that they like, you know what realtors hate? And again, not to put them on blast, I'm a very bad realtor, but what they hate is buyers that are champagne taste on a beer budget, unrealistic expectations. They hate sellers, Sally the seller is what I reference, where their house is the best on the block. That's the worst nightmare. Now, you know what they do? They put a smile on, they fake it, and they get through it. The really good realtors know how to put them in their place by educating, but understand that as a client, you could come into the relationship with the realtor confused, lost, needing their assistance. Shoot, I'll be player number 2 all day long. Let my realtor be player 1, as they should. They're the real estate professional. They're the ones that are helping me acquire what the hardest part is of being an investor, a deal. So if they can go out there and do all the legwork for me, yeah, I'm their client. That's the person you should be talking to as well. And I'm not scared to share my realtors with other investors because they are the best clients that I can also refer out to other business. What do you think is going to happen when the other investor brings a deal to the realtor? They're going to come to me and ask for help. That's how the whole freaking full circle works for this strategy. And I know that all of us here could do it too. The hardest part now, I should add in like another line to that phrase, is getting a realtor on the freaking phone. But when it happens, which hopefully we've set up enough time to where we can call back that other realtor and get them back on the phone.
Oh yeah, Danielle. Yeah, and I like that too. I think that it's a soft kind of way for them to be like, oh, well, I can help you. Like they almost are like, they're like, wait, you're looking for an agent? I want to be your agent. You know, I feel like that.
Why wouldn't I? I pay $5,000 a month for my face to be all inflated on a bus stop. I paid $1,000 a month for ads to show up in front of Facebook groups where people are going through a divorce. I pay Zillow $5,000 a month for like 10 leads. Okay. When you start breaking down how much money they're actually spending in leads, okay, well, let's start talking about how we can collaborate together. Again, agents and investors. Let's call Danielle. Let's
call Danielle, man. Yeah.
She's got some deals. She said she needed a minute. She better not have lied. I'll take it personally, but
yeah, it's not the first time a girl's lied to me, so let's see if she lied.
Oh my God.
TMI? That's TMI, right? Whatever.
Yeah, it's just YouTube. You're good.
Funny guy.
You've reached the voicemail of Daniel Helling with Village and the City Living. If you're calling about one of our developments, please send me a text for a quick response. Thanks.
It's all good. All good. I would just send her a text, Nav, and I would say, hey, ready when you are. And then let's just jump to the next call.
There it is. Done.
Because I can tell you, like, the way it's going to work out, unfortunately, is I'm probably going to take one call. They're always going to answer. I'm going to get a deal. It's going to be just how. I'm just kidding.
That's a plus 10 points right there, dude.
That's so funny.
Megan Jernigan.
Okay. Megan.
5-9. Okay. All right, let's soften the approach. Less of the Brooklyn hardcore here.
Megan.
You've reached Megan Jernigan.
I gotta go, guys. I'm out of here. I'm done. Chalk it up. I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks.
Hey, I really appreciated this. Okay, everybody in the comment section, I promise you.
Yeah. So this actually isn't a list of realtors. This is just the local directory of Nashville. But I'm just kidding. This is definitely a list of realtors. They are just not wanting to
maybe it's a busy day. I don't know.
I'm on the other line.
Tuesday the 8th. It's
Absolutely.
8-8.
Talk soon. Okay.
And then Richard.
But a positive spin, though, there's also a lesson in this, which is you can't let this mess up your chi and your mindset. You have to realize we're doing the cheapest form of marketing, which is word of mouth, outbound cold calling. So if it's the cheapest, at times it won't be the most. What's the word I'm looking for?
It's not going to be easy. I mean, dude, this is going to be something that takes time, and it's we always say progress, not perfection. And I mean, even where I'm at, I mean, I fumble words all the time. I make mistakes, and there's times I just mess up, blatantly mess up, and it is what it is. So what you can do is you can either get back up on the horse, or you could stay down and feel sorry for yourself. I don't always like being the guy that's like the tough love kind of relationship because, you know, I'm 25. I don't want to be the guy that's like trying to be a big brother when sometimes people are older than me doing this. So I want people to understand is just that it's perseverance. It's getting through the shit. Do you know Gary Vee's analogy? And I love this. It's like the dirt versus the clouds. Dirt, yeah. I mean, you got to go through the dirt to be able to enjoy the clouds. And it wasn't always the clouds for me. I mean, it took about 5.5 years to really find a good rhythm, find a good groove to where making multiple six figures a year. When you're first getting started, what a lot of times people don't even understand, there's people that pay money, a lot of money, just to get in the room, let alone to find the success. The success, regardless, is up to you to perform on. Now, just making sure you follow the right map, that's obviously important, but that's where this strategy can keep you in business. We do always say that the number one rule of small business is to stay in business. Well, that's kind of this strategy. I mean, you can go do direct to seller, and I will tell you very clearly, I am not the guy that can help you do that. The reason being, I tried it. I failed. It's not always sexy to get up and talk about this, especially publicly, but I tried direct to seller. I didn't have the systems. I didn't have the organization. I didn't have the budget. I mean, to skip trace data, to pull all the lists, to categorize it, to stack lists. Do you know what list stacking is? Finding multiple motivated sellers and putting them on one list and identifying that might be a hotter lead. There were always people that had deeper pockets and better sales skills and better systems. Now, I'm not saying all that to scare you away from direct to seller either. Just know what you're going up against. Don't go spend an arm and a leg to get the information to then find out that you have to spend more money just to find success. Why don't you start to where you could actually put money in the bank account? And then when you have money in the bank, then you make the decision. Invest into other education. Go and do fix and flips. Buy and hold properties. Do direct to seller marketing for all the matter. But once you have money, you can make those decisions. Too often people are out there just trying to spend all this money to figure out something. Then you get really flustered. You want to talk about mindset? I would love to. This is not an easy business. We've made, I don't know how many phone calls today, and I am beyond thankful that we've had a guy like Nav that can just push through this. If this was someone else that maybe was a little shy and maybe their first phone call, yeah, this is perspective all day long. So we appreciate you, Nav. I love you, bro. I appreciate all that you're doing here for everyone, keeping that positive attitude. This strategy is not for the weak-minded, but I don't think anything entrepreneurial is. So if you're looking at starting your own business, you're looking at anything specifically in real estate, you have to understand a lot of the time it is you versus you. So the mentality piece on top of spending money, I always say you're going to spend time regardless of it. But if you're going to go and spend money, you might as well see results. And if you don't have a guarantee of results, just know the risks going into it. So that's my like little soapbox moment of telling you why I think agent outreach is the best. But all that said, it's just what works for me. You can make a business model to it, or if you want it just to be a stepping stone to put money in the bank, great. Do whatever works for you, but let's make this the entry point that's not going to keep you out of business.
Love it. Yeah, you versus you.
You versus you.
And on that note, let's
make another call. Yeah. Is this Richard?
Yep.
Richard's going to answer.
That's right. Okay.
Richard. And if you are thinking about getting licensed, Nashville is a great place to go.
Yes, it is.
Hey, Richard. I was looking for an agent that could help me find my next property. I was hoping might be that person to help me out.
Maybe. What are you looking for?
Yeah, pretty much in the Nashville area. I'm sure you saw the area code is 646. So I'm out of New York, but I have my colleagues, our GCs, are running the shop there. So I'm just looking to connect with somebody that could potentially help me find a couple opportunities.
And what opportunities would those be?
Yeah, so two buckets, right? One side, looking for anything that's turnkey ready for short or long-term rentals. And then the second bucket would be anything that might need some rehab so we could see if we could flip that after it's done.
Okay. The long and short term are easy enough. So shoot me an email for you and I'll send you some opportunities.
Let's roll. What's a good email for you, Richard?
Richard.
Your name. Yeah, perfect. Okay. And is this the best phone number for me to call or text you on?
Sure.
Excellent. All right, let me jot this down real quick. I'll text you over my contact card also so you have it.
Okay.
What do you have cooking right now, Richard, in the pipeline? Got anything happening that I can look at tonight?
Yeah, I'll send you some things as soon as I'm driving right now.
There we go. You got the top down, Rich, in the Corvette?
Just a regular Lexus, sorry.
Okay, got it. I heard some wind. I was like, maybe he's cruising out there. Okay, he's like, I don't want to talk this New York accent right now.
No, I'm not cruising. I'm taking my daughter to school, actually.
Oh, there we go. Cool, nice. So yeah, I won't get a middle of daddy-daughter time, but yeah, I'm looking for something within the next 2 to 4 weeks. You think that's possible, Richard, with what you have in the pipeline?
Sure.
Beautiful. And I'll wrap up with this. Anything you have before it hits the market and anything you list in the market, Richard, love for you to represent me on those if that's cool with you.
That's cool with me.
Let's rule, baby. I'm looking to buy as is, cash or hard money. We could close in 14 days. Looking forward to those addresses so I can start looking at them tonight, bro. Cool?
Okay.
Excellent. All right. Enjoy your time with your daughter, and we'll talk hopefully tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, buddy.
Let's go. Thank you.
Awesome.
We got to pick up.
All right, guys. So that's Agent Outreach Live, 1 for 17. That is just our day. I mean, honestly, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Nav, you crushed that. In my head the whole time, I'm like, find a random comment. Boom, Corvette. I was like, okay, close.
Yes.
Expectation. When are we looking to buy a deal? And you're like, look, I'm looking for something 2 to 4 weeks. Do you think you can make that happen? Yes, I'll send you stuff tonight. Hey, by the way, I'm also looking to do this. You did that twice. You said, I'm looking for fix and flips. I'm looking for things that I could buy ASAP as is condition cash. You turned around, you told them everything as to what you were doing, what you were looking for. You set the expectation, the tone. You kept control of the conversation. Beautifully executed. Love it.
And you're great at building relationships, Nav. Like, like softening that and everything and having people remember you by something. So I always love that in your conversations.
I love it.
I appreciate that, guys. And that feedback means a lot, man.
Dude, I mean, you're just leading by example. This is what we're talking about. The reason I wanted you to be able to be up here was to show exactly that. I mean, one phone call. So finally, somebody answered. You got them talking.
Yeah.
Realistically, let's forget the 17. I mean, it's good just to track our metrics and see how many phone calls it takes to get a deal. But did you go 0 for 1? You went 1 for 1, dude. I mean, you took one swing and you knocked it right out of the park. That was beautiful. That was exactly how you wanted to do it. Jerry even just said they're worth the wait. It absolutely was. Like, this is the beauty behind the strategy. A lot of times going direct to seller, you're playing the same game of trying to get a response. But then when you get them on the phone, I hope you could sell. I hope you could justify why your offer is better than the one that's right next to you that's probably the same, if not better terms. So now we could factor in probability of going 1 for 1 direct to seller versus actually going 1 for 1 with agent outreach. Nav rocked that call. You guys could do that too. And obviously, again, Nav, I mean, you're swinging like an expert here. Like, that was beautiful. If you guys are just getting started trying to do your first call, watch the replay. Watch what Nav said. Can you make 1 or 2 notes and take one nugget from that and put that into your business, into your script? If you notice one thing about this, which hopefully we can get another person on the phone, we got a little bit of time. Nav's not going to have the same exact conversation twice. Sure. He's not going to be on the phone and be like, hey, so you cruising in a Corvette? They're going to be like, what the hell? Like, it's going to be super random and just out of the blue. So instead, he's going to find another point. He's going to find something else to relate to. The goal is really just to understand. Comes down to you. There is no script. So as long as you have talking points, you understand what you're trying to accomplish, which it's relationship, it's value. Maybe they are a buyer. Maybe they have deals. We don't go into the conversation asking them for everything. We're going in with the expectation in this case to try to find a deal and an agent that could represent us in transactions. So what they bring to the table, they can represent us. We could split the deal with them. If we do flip it, they could end up listing it for us on the back end. There's a lot of ways we could partner up with this realtor. Now, if we were to have a conversation, they're like, there's no deals on the MLS. If there was, I'd buy it myself. Flip. Okay, sounds good. So it sounds to me like you're a buyer. What are you looking for? Yep. That's you're able to use situational awareness to be able to turn those deals and what would have been just a negative experience into a positive opportunity. So that's the cool thing about the variations of these phone calls. And again, why we wanted to bring Nav on today. If you guys want to be a part of the show, we would love to have you on. We'd love to have you calling realtors. Nashville, maybe not, but we'll work on some other markets to maybe see if agents answer in different areas. With that, Nav, you want to rip one more call?
Yeah, man. If it's cool, I wanted to add to a couple of key points.
Please, stage is all yours.
everybody that's watching the live and all those gonna be watching the replay, grab a pen and paper and write this down. I got this during my Wall Street days where I became the top 1% out of 455 salespeople on the phones, cold calling, Wall Street, debt settlement, raising capital, you name it. These are some tough friggin' calls, people. Capiche? So write this down, right? 3 critical things when you're doing outbound cold calling. You have to answer subconsciously for your person on the other end of the phone. Why? They're thinking this. If you don't hit that within the first 10 seconds, you lost the leverage, the credibility, any authority that you could have on that call. 3 things. Number 1, how did you find my information? Number 2, what do you want? And number 3, is this going to be a waste of my time? Do you actually have some value for me? So if you come into that call with service and understanding, I got to handle these objections, Ryan and Landry, right out of the gate, with your tonality and how you say it, guys, it becomes a game. It becomes fun, right? You're connecting with people. You're not taking it personal as an emotional attack. You're just going through the numbers to shake hands, but you have to answer that because think about it. If somebody shows up on your front porch, what's the first thing that goes through your mind? Now, if you're in New York, you know what we're thinking? What's good? What do you want? Right? So my point is, if somebody's on your porch knocking, what are you thinking? Those 3 questions. So if you can annihilate those right in the beginning, it becomes fun.
I love that.
Just having a conversation.
It's all built around rapport. I mean, you're not trying to be somebody that you're not. You're not trying to go in there and not provide value. You're trying to go in there, be quick to the point. I love how even when you were talking to him, you were like, dude, I don't want to take any of daddy-daughter time. Like, you're driving her to school. We don't know any background on that. That might be the only time they have together. And because he is a hardworking realtor and the hardest part of his job is to find a client, he's going to answer the phone. Well, Nav, you were aware of that situation and you actually provided more value by saying, I value your time. That was huge. So in this case, I love the rapport building. I love everything that you're about. This is beautiful. I mean, again, 1 out of 17 phone calls we got on actually, working. But the best part about it was that 1 for 1 with the success rate after talking to that realtor. He's going to send you properties today. If I had to put a bet down on who I thought was going to call back, if it was that Danielle girl or somebody answering first, I would have probably bet on Danielle, and she just dropped the ball. This is not to call her out. We didn't name her last name, but we just want people to understand too, if you're a realtor watching this, this is money calling. This is an opportunity where if an investor is reaching out to you saying, I need your help, what else are you doing? Are you showing a bunch of houses? Are you writing a bunch of offers? Are you sitting open houses? Or are you even paying for leads? You need to have an investment division or an investor in your database at all times, especially if you're a licensed realtor. I'll get all messed up.
Let's call Sheila.
No, I love it.
Let's do it. Guys, let's give Nav some love in the chat. Let's get some emojis. Let's get some hearts. Get some random emojis in there. Let's give some love to Nav.
Come on, guys. Send me some Bitcoin. All right.
Press 2 for dial by name directory.
You think I'm kidding? I got one of the Ledger wallets right here, bro.
Oh, my God.
Gotta have, by the way, guys, gotta have fun when you're in it, calling. You gotta be loose. You gotta stand up. Do what gets you going. You gotta stay in the zone, dude. All right, let's call this guy back.
I love it.
Okay.
Calling England Volkers Nashville. We look forward to assisting you. Press 1 to speak with the front desk. Press 2 for dial by name directory.
Call the front desk.
We want their hardest working realtor. I don't even care if they're investor friendly.
Hey, I was looking to connect with Sheila. Is she around?
She is not in at the moment, but I can transfer you over to her cell.
Matter of fact, maybe this might help out. Also, I was trying to see if I could get contact with one of your hardest working people in the office, so we could talk about a couple of properties I'm trying to lock down the next couple of weeks. If you have anybody in mind, love to speak to them. If you could transfer me,
Yeah, let me transfer you over to our broker, actually. Okay.
Sweet, appreciate you.
Let's go.
Sean, perfect. Thank you. Ryan, it worked, dude. Your line worked.
I always say the hardest working because if you try to specify investor friendly, I don't care. I want the realtor that shows up every single day, that's looking for business, that just has it or doesn't have it. I don't care. You showed up.
Hey, Sean. Perfect. Yeah. Hey, this is Nav. I was just called in and she transferred me over to you. I couldn't catch your first name, but I was hoping to speak to somebody that could help me with some properties. I was hoping maybe you might be the person to help me out.
Sure, what's that?
So 2 buckets needed help with, right? The first one was anything that's turnkey ready for either short or long-term rental opportunities. And then the second bucket, anything with good bones, but it could use some loving, right? A rehab situation. So yeah, I wanted to see if you might be able to help.
So yeah, I'm hearing that you're looking for kind of investment properties here in Nashville.
Yes. Well, the area code is, in Nashville. So for transparency, I'm sure you can see the area code. I'm out here in New York, but my colleagues, our GCs, our team, we work out of Nashville. And for clear transparency, I'm just trying to connect with some guys and girls that are crushing it, and came across you guys' profile on realtor.com. So I just called in. She transferred me over to you, and we're trying to do the dance,
Yeah. No, I hear you. Well, yeah, we can certainly help you. You know, we've got around 50 different agents here that specialize in all different parts of town and different kind of parts of the market per se.
Yeah.
Do you have a specific price point or kind of size that you're kind of looking for specifically?
I do. Matt, and as we speak about it on the phone, if it's easier for you, I could also text or email you those quick little search criteria if that's also helpful for you, you know?
Yeah, that'd be best for sure. So that way I can kind of have everything in front of me, and then, you know, if there's something that I can kind of put somebody in touch with you in terms of just kind of specific agent that we have,
okay,
for specific areas, then that way we can, you know, kind of best set you up for success. Love it.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I asked her, I was like, love to be speaking with the hardest, best person on your team. And she, without hesitation, she goes, it's going to go to Mr. Clayton. I swear to God, dude.
That well of me.
Yeah. By the way, I think I mispronounced your first name. I apologize. Is it John or Sean?
No, it's John.
Oh yeah, I messed. It's the Brooklyn, New York City public school education. We don't pay attention here, you know.
I hear you. No, you're good.
So yeah, John. So couple of key things, right? One, anything that you and your teammates can bring to us before it hits the market. First of all, I'd lie to you if I say I want to be at the top of the friggin' list. Number one, and number two, love to have you guys represent me on it if we end up going that far. Is that cool with you guys? Perfect. Number two, anything you and your teammates list on the MLS, we're actually not against it. Contrary to popular belief, you know, a lot of rehabbers think there's no deals. If the numbers make sense, John, they friggin' make sense. Capiche? So I also love to have you guys represent me on anything on the market that you list also, if that's okay with you.
That sounds fine with me.
Let's rock and roll, baby. So what can I do to help you so we could get this thing rocking and rolling tonight?
I guess essentially what I would like for you to do is if I can give you my email address, kind of send this to me to where I can kind of take that and then digest it, find some people that I think would be a good fit to start working with you.
Okay.
And then also see if there's anything that we've got currently available that we might be able to just send your way, and then you can kind of go from there. Does that sound good?
Sounds great.
Awesome. Let me give you my email address.
Let's rock. I'm ready.
It is John.
For YouTube purposes, we have this muted.
John,
So again, shout out to YouTube. We appreciate them, but we are not allowed to share public information with you guys.
At evrealestate.com.
Still trying. Still going. How about that phone call? He got the hardest working realtor for sure.
Best phone number for me to get in contact on you, your direct line.
Now he's getting the number. This dude is closing. I would not be surprised if Nav comes in and says, dude, I'm looking for something ASAP. Like, do you think you could help me?
Yes.
Perfect. So no extensions and all that stuff, right? Perfect. All right, John. So
nope, that's me.
And would you prefer I text you I'm sorry, should I send you my contact card via email or text along with our search criteria? That makes best sense for your process and for your team's process.
You can just do it email. That's perfect.
You got it?
Beautiful.
If you could give me about 10 minutes, I'll shoot that over to you. I also want to run a couple other things by you, John, in terms of expectations on our end. So we have an idea of, what to expect. And I know a lot of people say things and, words don't mean nothing before action, but I want to put my best foot forward because I'm sure you get bombarded with people trying to get your time because you are the best in your place in your brokerage. So what we like to do is buy as is for financing, either cash or hard money, and we could close within 14 days. And I'll be the direct point of contact so we can make things happen really quickly. And honest to God, John, I need something the next 2 weeks. How likely do you think it is we could get something locked down within these next 2 weeks, you think?
Interesting enough, there's inventory's kind of starting to pile up here a little bit, more so than we've seen.
Sweet.
And just because things are not moving as frequently. So, and if you're looking to kind of try to find something, I think you're in a good situation. It seems like our market is kind of slowed down just a little bit.
Yeah.
As you can imagine, probably doing the same thing in New York as well. So I would say, you're probably finding Nashville at the right time. I don't know how long that will last, but I think you're at least going to have some properties to be able to shop around and look at.
Love it. So should I be expecting you to contact me back or some of your colleagues? The only reason I ask, so this way when a number pops up that I don't recognize, I don't think it's some telemarketer selling me Bitcoin,
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. And essentially, so I'm going to take a look at what you send me, and then I'll respond to you, and I'll kind of decide based on what you send me on if I need to just kind of take this on my own or need to give this to somebody else. Based on what you send me, I just want to make sure I'm giving you the right person for the job.
John, I really appreciate it for putting in the time and energy for that. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool, brother.
Well, yeah, I'll just look forward to your email.
Yep.
I'm going to show some property here in about an hour or so, but
nice.
I'll try to get a response to you here before then.
No problem. Hey, listen, you don't have to worry about me. Go sell that sucker. God willing, you knock it out of the park. And feel free to hit me if you got to do late tonight. I'm going to be up and running a little bit later tonight, Eastern Standard Time. So I'm happy that she connected us together, John. My bad for mispronouncing your first name. And let's get some work going, my friend. I appreciate you. All right.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for reaching out.
You got it, buddy. Have a great one. Go look at the showing.
Thank you.
All right.
Boom.
I love it.
Dude,
you
too good.
You are amazing, bro. I love it. You throw on this shades, you're like, what's up? My name is Nav. Allow me to reintroduce myself. 15, 16 call 2. Watch this. 2 for 2. I mean, dude, I don't even have any criticism. Your style is your style, and I love it. I think it goes to show again from different variety of sometimes me being super serious to Nav's throwing on shades, walking around doing a victory lap while on the phone. Dude's just like, what's up? Agent outreach. My strategy.
Right. He said he's going to pass this around to 50 people on his team, and they're open to representing us or anything like that.
50 people. And did you notice what he said at the end? Let me think if I'm going to end up sending it over to my team or if I'm going to take this one myself.
Yeah.
You become best friends with the guy that owns the team.
Yep. That's awesome.
There's a lot of stuff that's going to start popping up here. So that was unbelievable.
He's the last call too. Yeah, that was really cool. And he's like, you called me at the right time. Imagine if you were like, you know what? That's the end today.
Landry, it goes to show, by the way, right? So what if it took 18 calls to get a great call like that happen, guys? Wouldn't you want to go through 18 people that don't pick up?
Two phone calls.
Or they promise a first date and then she doesn't call you back, like my girl Danielle. Shout out Danielle. Like, you got to keep going or else you're going to miss out those opportunities. He was sitting there ready to roll, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's just waiting for your call. I know. I love that. It always seems to be like that. Just one more call.
Should I pick up? She's calling back.
We're going to end this one in just a minute here. If you want to take it, Nav, we really appreciate you. Thank you so much for being on the show today. If you guys are interested in being on the show as well, let us know. You can post it in Slack. You can post it in Discord. You guys can comment on here. We are live on my channel and on Batch TV. So we appreciate you guys that have tuned in. Got a little rocky there, but if you notice, we brought it home. And the success rate, I will do this every single day of the week. So Nav, huge shout out to you, bro. Keep doing what you do. We appreciate you. Landry, as always, thank you for all the assistance and help with everything. We appreciate all that you do. And if you guys are interested in getting information and getting the leads that we're pulling, the agent's information, we're using batch leads. So make sure you guys check out batchleads.io/Zolin, where you guys can get a discount. We have a free trial. It's 1,000 free realtor leads that you could get to. So we appreciate you guys. Looking forward to, actually, we won't see you guys next week. I'm going to be out of town, heading out of town on Friday. But I will be back the following week. So we are going to take a quick little break. I'll be on vacation, but I appreciate you guys. Make sure to watch the replay of this one again. Take notes on how Nav did it and how you guys can wear sunglasses too. I'll rock in these.
Yeah.
We appreciate you guys, and we'll see you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.